Okay, so today we're gonna make my favorite, which is asparagus soup. I know it's completely random, but just bear with me. So we have about a half a pound of asparagus right here. All I'm gonna ask you to do is take your knife. You're gonna cut the ends of your asparagus off because you don't need it. This part is like, the end of the asparagus is really, really hard. No matter how you do it, it just doesn't work right. So we're gonna cut ends off. Just like that. Put that to the side. Those are scraps. Then you're gonna take the asparagus that you have here. And what you're gonna do is you're going to cut it in half. Just like that. And you're gonna put it to the plate on the side. Next step is taking your potatoes. We have 2 potatoes right here. The potatoes will be the creaminess of your soup. Gotta wash them real quick. You're gonna peel the skin off your potatoes. The soup takes about 1 hour of including prep time and cooking. So I'll just keep that much. It's packed with veggies. So if you're looking for something healthy, this is probably the soup for you. And then the scraps that I put to the side of the asparagus will actually go into my veggie scrap bag that I leave in the freezer for vegetable stock later on. And I'll drop a link for the veggie stock below. These scraps don't put in your veggie bag. I mean, you can, but it doesn't always turn out that great. So these go in the trash. Take your potato, cut it down the middle, straight down the middle like that, and then just cube it. All right, once cubed, just transfer it to the plate that I have to the side with your asparagus. Cut the end off. This end actually can go straight into your scrap bag. All right. Cut like that. That goes into the scrap bag. And then what you're gonna do next is just slice it. Doesn't need to be thinly sliced. It can be any size you want because it's all gonna go into the Instapot and eventually be blended once it's all cooked. We're just trying to cut it. All right, so this is cut and ready to go. You just move to the side. So now we're going to roast the asparagus. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Lay out your asparagus on an aluminum foil tray baking sheet. You can do this in a regular oven or you can do it in toaster oven, whatever you would like. Then you take some vegetable oil and you drizzle it on top, like so. Sprinkle some salt and pepper. I use a kosher salt, so we're gonna sprinkle. Some salt. And then we're gonna do some pepper. Like this. And then this goes in the oven for 10 minutes. While your asparagus is roasting, you're gonna set your Instant Pot to saute at 30 minutes. And you press start. Start by putting 1 tablespoon of butter into your pot. While it heats up, your onions. Cook until they become translucent. It'll be about 3 to 5 minutes. Put the remaining amount of butter in here. Add your potatoes. Teaspoon of salt. One teaspoon of salt. A 4th teaspoon of curry powder, or if you have a curry base, you can use that. Some earthiness. A teaspoon of basil. Mix it together. Two cups. Half a cup. There you go. And cook on high for, it's gonna be 10 minutes of boiling here while your roasted asparagus is being finished. So 10 minutes is enough time to soften your potatoes. Okay, so now your asparagus has been roasted. What I normally do to like dress up the plate a little bit, you pick the best asparagus tips and you cut them off. And those tips are what are gonna garnish the top of your soup. Okay, it's been 10 minutes. All you gotta do is check your potatoes by working them real quick. Done. Nice. Turn off the heat. Cancel. Add your asparagus into it. The immersion blender that I have is Cuisinart. Now all you gotta do is immersion blend your soup. Stick it in here. Stir it down low so you don't get splashed on. Make sure your setting is on low. Unlock. chicken broth to this. So this is actually thicker than I want it to be. I'm going to add a little more chicken broth. Of soup right there. Then you're gonna top it off with your Parmesan cheese, some nice shavings, this gives it a little bit of color and flavorness. Okay, so you got your cheese. And then you're gonna take a green onion. And you're going to cut pieces of the green onion to garnish on top. Also adds another flavor palette to your soup. And then you take your 3 sprigs and you're just going to place this on the bowl just for decoration and nothing crazy. And there we go. We have